Oh, it's under wrap.
Oh, it's under wrap?
Yeah. The fuck kind of line is that?
It's Jerry Brown.
That ain't Jerry Brown.
No.
It's like some yarn or I don't know what line that is. Hey, what's up, guys? This is Team Hard Life Captain Alberto, and I've got this 50 wide Tiagra that we are down spooling, and we're going to re-spool for a gentleman. And I don't know what kind of line that is. I've never seen those colors.
I thought mine was Jerry Brown, but it had it like that.
Well, this is solid braid too.
Is it? Mm-hmm. Jerry Brown, because it was hollow core mine.
Gotta bite. I think I got a lot of stress on my mind. It's a nice day to go. Yeah, I gotta learn. I'ma call the whole team.
Another under wrap. Whoa, look at that. Y'all saw me clear up the first one, and now it's got an under wrap again. Yeah, not good. Yeah, okay. Now it's time to clean this stuff off. I was seriously stuck on there from some corrosion and stuff, so I'm going to clean that off before I start spooling. And let's get this out of here. Now we've got that. I'm going to get that cleaned up and show you what I'm looking at, guys. Alright. So right there you can see all that corrosion, so I'm going to go ahead and clean that off so that way it doesn't continue on, and then get that stuff right there. Normally when it's corrosion buildup like that, I like to hit it with some nail polish, but I ain't done it in so long I don't even think our nail polish is good to go. So let me at least clean that stuff off. Got it nice and clean. So what he wants is 1,200 yards of 100-pound Cortland braid. So we're gonna go and put that on there, and then he wants a mono top shot. So we'll go and get that too. But I forgot what color he needs. Hold on just a second. All right, guys. So we are doing the 100-pound Cortland on this reel. He says it's because it's his favorite color, and I said, hey, it's mine too. So we are going to be doing it. Here, let's zoom in. There we go. 100 pounds. Why are you being a pain in the butt and not zooming in? And what I do here too, since it has a little notch, it helps me do the wraps. And what I do is I just use it to hold my braid so I can spin it and get my starter knot going. And then once I got that, I will pull it off of there, and I'll do my hollow core loop right here so I can do my next knot. Here we go, guys. Throw it down low gear. Spooled up. Alright guys, so I'm at 125 yards of the 100-pound Cortland on here, and this is a 16 strand, and we're going to keep going. He wants 1,200 yards on here, so we're going to see how much we can get off that. And he wants a mono top shot, so oh, 230 yards right there, guys. Sorry about that. Alright guys, so that's exactly 300 yards. So looking good. Let's see, make sure we're zoomed in. There's 400 yards of 100-pound on there, and you can see my fingers over here. I'm building up a little bit of the powder residue, so I don't want to knock it off because I want to see how much we can get by the time we get to the end. I do have to admit, I hate this bar right here because if I don't stand all the way back, then I can't see the top end of the spool. And even then I have to crouch way down, or I have to lean way over, and if I am, I'm pretty much talking right into the mic, and it's pretty loud, so it kind of sucks. That's why I'm not level here. But once I can see the line over that T-bar, then I'll be able to get it straight the way I like it. So and that is 600 yards right there. And as you can tell, I'm getting a little more level because I'm leaning forward, and this little bevel here is allowing me to see the top end of my braid. So yeah, it's not as easy as it looks, or I make it look, because I actually got to keep a line of sight on my spool so I can get it nice and level. So $900 yards of Cortland. Oh yeah. So here we're at 1,000 yards of the 100-pound Cortland, and we're supposed to be getting 1,200, and he wants like 100 foot of 100-pound test on top. So let's see if we can be able to get that, because he's also wanting a nice little gap there, because he is offshore fishing, and you know, there it's real hard fishing, you know, because you're trying to balance on the kayak and you're fighting a fish. So we're going to make sure to give him a little leeway, so if he does pile up, he'll be good to go. There's 1,100. Yes, sir. Alright guys, so that's 1,200 yards of the 16 strand Cortland braid on here. And there you go, that's the powder that came off. Like I said, it's not sticky. It's pretty much clumped up on my fingers there. Little bit here, a little bit there. You know, most of it's over here because obviously I was pushing it through with the line. So, but yes, very nice. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to do a hollow core splice. And I'm going to attach his 100-pound mono that he wants as a top shot, but he only wants like 100 feet. So, where is my mono gone? 100-pound test. There we go. See, this works like Scotch-Brite does, the ring stuff. It's really neat. Kinda. No, I need Scotch-Brite. Just giving a little bit of abrasion so that way it's got a little more grip. What I like to use is this Gorilla Glue right here, the clear, because it doesn't foam up, and you only need a little bit just to do a toe hitch or your closeout here. But for like woodworkers, it's like the toenail, when you just barely catch the tip of the wood to lock it in. So that's what I do here. And this closeout knot is just so that way the braid doesn't push right off and you end up throwing away your top shop. And then what I do is I use some braid, and I like to use like 15 or 20 pound test. You don't need nothing very strong for it. I just got to find where I put it. Okay. And what I do first is I start off with a 1/2 hitch, and I tie it to where the tag end is toward my mono side, and I leave it kind of long like that. And then I do another tag end to another tag end. Put them side by side right there, and I see how I leave long tag ends right there. Well, that's fine, because once I start doing all my knots, it's gonna lock it right in and they won't come off. So now, as you can see, I'm pulling tight and I'm putting a lot of pressure there. Look how white my nail is. So I've pretty much locked it in already, but I like my little staircase deal that I do. And I'm going to walk it all the way down so I cover the whole end of this hollow core splice with 1/2 hitches. Let's do this. Since I'm putting so much pressure, and I think I've been going out of screen a little bit. Okay, now I'm coming up on my last 1/2 hitch, and what I'm going to do is a closeout. I don't know, I forget what they call this, but it's basically, it's a deal where now what I'm going to do is I'm going to hide my tag end under there, and I'm going to wrap this over it, and as I'm wrapping it, I'm undoing the wraps that I've done over here. And what this is going to do is going to allow me to hide my tag end underneath all those wraps. And there you go. So now, I'm pulling, and that's how much pressure I had on it. You can see the mark of the line right there. It ain't going anywhere. But as a little extra precaution, I like to melt down that little flare. go. Clean the excess. If there's any excess glue, I can go and get that off of there. There you go. And it's ready to rock and roll. Look how pretty that looks good. And actually the smaller, when you go with smaller braid, this is actually like 100-pound Power Pro right there. If you go with smaller braid, it gets real pretty and you don't see the individual threads that will actually blend in with each other and it looks really nice. Finish this up so we can get it shipped out. Oh, you know what? I know it ain't gonna affect it, nothing, but saw where the line was crossed over in a big old X. Nope, not gonna leave it. Alright guys, so he wanted 100 feet and I've actually put 36 yards, which equates to 112 feet. So hope that's alright, but that'll be good to go there and see how he's got lit. Still, he's got a good chunk of space right there, so that way if he does ball up, he is good to go. But there you go. 1,236 yards of 100 on 100 on this Tiagra 50.